Hey there. Today I get to brag on one of my clients that have just killed it this year in 2020. I know 2020 has been crazy and they have just had a great year. My name is Steve Larsen with Produce Freedom, and I help people create financial peace and abundance so that they can live their passion and purpose. Today we're talking about the power of the Opportunity Fund. And we're talking about how the crisis has really created an opportunity for people like you and I, and also especially I want to highlight one of my clients. Winston Churchill is known to say that never let a good crisis go to waste. And it's so true. Like, you look at this chart, the 2020 crisis, you look at the dip that was happening in March and April and how low the stock market went. And now where it's at now, we didn't know that was going to go that way, right? And so, but we wanted to find a place where we had an opportunity. And so one of our client success stories emailed in and said that they have grown their net worth by over $152,000 this year with 42% gains in less than a year's time, just over a half year's time. I thought that was awesome. So how do we do this? How do we leverage an opportunity fund to be able to do something like this? What are the mechanics of that? Okay, so we talked about, actually, let me scoot back just for 1 second. We talked about vision, where we want to go, having that in our mind's eye, where we want to go, paying ourselves first, increasing the financial literacy, so knowing what we're doing. Then we got to master our mindset, because during this crazy time, we have to make sure that we're not full of fear and we end up just frozen and don't have success. And then we have to figure out how we leverage an opportunity fund. So after paying ourselves first over and over and over, we're going to build this opportunity fund. Now, some people think like, oh, I'm just going to build that in a bank account. We'll show you a better way. Don't worry about that. But when the timing's right? So you build this opportunity fund, and this opportunity fund is not in the market. I just want to be clear. This is a contractual growth, a true form of compound interest, right? And then at the point of time where you see that assets are on sale, whether it's real estate or whether it's buying a small business or whether it's getting into the market at the right time, you can get so wealthy if you get in the right time. I always wish, I always say, in Back to the Future, is it 2? Back to the Future 2, he has a gray sports almanac and he goes back in time and Biff gets it. Do you remember Biff? And he starts winning all the horse races and all the sports games. He becomes this uber wealthy dude because he knew the future. Like, wouldn't that be cool to have that gray sports almanac? Well, none of us have that. And if we did, this would be kind of a moot conversation. But there are opportune times to know when to buy a piece of real estate or buy some assets in the market. So we talked about in some of my other series, not this series, but if you go through YouTube somewhere, we talked about the saver versus the spender. Now I want to spend a minute on this because I want to highlight that the reason why we don't build this in a bank account. So if you think of a saver, if you're good with, hey, let's save our money and then we'll buy it when we have it saved. So let's say that you're buying a new car, you save, and you make a purchase and you go, poof, your bank account goes down to zero. You have the car, but your bank account goes down to zero. Save, oh, pay for college. Save, pay for a wedding. Save, and you end up just broke, right? Then you look at the spender where they're like, hey, I don't want to save, I want it right now. So they go and get in debt and they go buy a new car and they get a loan, right? So then they pay the loan down, the loan's finally paid off. Oh, then they need to get another car. Oh, no, they get some student debt, pay it down. Oh, now we're going to go get this, that, or the other. We're going to get a boat, condo, or vacation house. You still end up broke. And so really the argument is being a saver or a spender better? It's like, well, it's arguable. You end up at the same place, right? If you pay your bills or you systematically save. So that's why we don't want you to be a saver or spender. We want you to be a freedom pro. We want to show you how that you can really, truly compound your money and leverage your money so that you can grow it year after year. We're going to build that opportunity fund. So how we do this is we don't save this in a bank account. We build this opportunity fund in a tiered banking contract. And it has so many benefits. I'm not going to get into all of it today, but essentially you're earning a way higher yield and you're getting true compounding. So you're getting on the low side 4%, on the high side probably 6.5, 7, and it's growing and compounding consistently. Now the cool thing is that when you borrow funds from the opportunity fund, to whether it's to buy a piece of real estate and execute, or buy stocks at the bottom, or you're selling options or buying options, whatever asset it is that you've studied and you've increased your financial literacy and you're ready to implement and execute, what's cool is that not only do you get the returns of that whole asset, the real estate or the market, but you also don't miss out on the money that's in the tiered banking contract. It's actually in both places at the same time growing. It's awesome. Now you have to make sure that you're still investing smart. so that you don't lose that, right? But this is the power of the opportunity fund. We do this for our clients with our continuous cash flow method day after day after day. We're just highlighting one of our clients that has had a spectacular year where they increased their net worth by 152,000 and over 42% gains in this crazy year. And in order to do that, guess what? They had to have a vision. They had to already been paying themselves first and already had an opportunity fund set up. They had to increase their financial literacy so they knew how to invest. And they knew they had to master their mindset, because this is like the craziest year with all the stuff with the election, with everything that's going on in the markets and the coronavirus pandemic and everything else. You really had to be a master of this thing right between our ears here. And then from there, it's just a matter of mechanics, leveraging an opportunity fund so that you can do this. So if this is something that is interesting or intriguing to you, I urge you to get onto our calendar and go through our continuous cash flow method with us. See if it's a fit for you and see if we can help you build your net worth and your cash flow. So that's all for now. Thank you for joining us in this series. Talk to you soon. Bye.